Every time you walk past a fruit stall or grocery aisle, that bright pop of orange always catches your eye. But here's the thing, not all oranges are as sweet and juicy as they look. Have you ever brought home a bag of beautiful looking oranges only to find them dry or bland inside? In this video, we're diving into simple but powerful tips to help you pick the perfect orange every single time. Let's get started. Let's begin with one of the simplest yet most powerful visual cues when choosing oranges, the shape of the fruit. It might sound surprising, but the way an orange is shaped can tell you a lot about how it developed and what you can expect on the inside. Now imagine you're holding two oranges. One is slightly pear-shaped, with a fuller top near the stem and a gently tapering bottom. The other is perfectly round, almost like a ball. Which one should you choose? Go for the pear-shaped one. Here's why. A pear-shaped orange, also known as teardrop-shaped, is a sign that the fruit had enough time to fully mature on the tree. The larger upper half suggests that the nutrients were distributed thoroughly during its growth. This allows the internal segments to expand and ripen evenly. As a result, the flesh inside is usually plump, full of juice, and packed with a natural sweetness. These oranges tend to have a deeper, richer flavor and are far less likely to be dry or bland. Even the texture is better, less fibrous, smoother, and more pleasant to bite into. Now let's talk about those round, perfectly symmetrical oranges. They might look like the better choice at first glance, smooth, balanced, visually flawless. But here's the catch. These oranges are often harvested before they're fully mature or ripened artificially after being picked. And when that happens, the inside tells a very different story. These round oranges often have smaller, tighter segments, which can lead to less juice and a thinner flavor. You might also notice that they're more fibrous or dry, and the taste just doesn't have that satisfying sweetness you're looking for. In some cases, the flavor might even be slightly sour or flat, making them a disappointment despite their polished appearance. So next time you're shopping for oranges, don't be swayed by perfect circles. Look for the ones that are slightly irregular, with a fuller top and a gently tapered base. That subtle pear shape is nature's way of telling you the orange is mature, juicy, and sweet. It's a small detail, but it makes a big difference when it comes to taste. Now let's focus on a small detail that most people overlook, but it can tell you so much about the quality of an orange. I'm talking about the navel. Some people call it the belly button of the orange, and that's exactly what it looks like. It's the little mark you'll find at the bottom of the fruit, opposite the stem. This tiny spot is actually the leftover scar from where the orange was once attached to its flower while it was still growing. And depending on how that scar looks now, you can tell a lot about what's waiting for you inside. Here's the key. When you see an orange with a small, tight, and slightly sunken navel, that's a very good sign. It usually means the orange is fully developed. The fruit had time to ripen naturally, allowing all the segments to grow nice and full. These oranges tend to have a firm, juicy interior with very little airspace. The flavor? Sweet, rich, and well-balanced, just the way a good orange should be. These types of navels also mean that the orange likely has thinner skin, which often correlates with higher juice content and a more satisfying bite. You'll notice that the segments are tightly packed, and when you peel one open, the juice just bursts out. That's how you know you picked a winner. But now, let's look at the opposite case, those oranges with large, bulging navels. If the navel is raised, looks open, or spreads out like a little flower, that's usually a warning sign. These oranges often have thicker skin and more fibrous pulp. When you open them, they can feel airy or spongy on the inside. And the taste? Often disappointing, either watery, bland, or even slightly sour. These are the oranges that may have developed unevenly or too quickly, sometimes even under stress, which affects both their texture and flavor. So even if they look bigger or more interesting from the outside, what's inside is often less than satisfying. So here's a great habit to get into. When you're picking out oranges, don't just stop at color or shape. Turn the fruit over and take a good look at that navel. A small, neat, and slightly indented navel usually means you're getting a juicy, sweet, and satisfying orange. A large, wide, or sticking out one? That's the one you'll want to put back. It's a tiny detail, but it makes a huge difference once you take that first bite. Another quick way to spot a good orange is by checking the skin. Go for oranges with smooth, fine-textured skin and a bright, even orange color. These are usually signs of a healthy, fully ripened fruit. When the peel is too rough, thick, or patchy in color, it might mean the orange is either underripe or dry inside. And here's a fun question for you. How do you usually pick oranges? Do you rely on the shape, the weight, the smell, or maybe something else? Let us know your go-to method in the comments below. Your tip might just help someone else find their perfect orange, too. If you want your oranges to stay fresh for as long as possible, this method is for you. Start by preparing a large bowl or using your kitchen sink. Just make sure it's clean. Add about 3 cups of water, or enough to fully submerge the oranges you plan to store. Then, pour in 1 cup of white vinegar. You can also add a pinch of salt if you'd like. Now stir the mixture gently until the vinegar and salt are fully dissolved. Once everything is well mixed, go ahead and place the oranges into the solution. Let them soak for about 2 to 3 minutes. During this time, the vinegar is working to kill bacteria, mold spores, and any invisible dirt that might be sitting on the peel. This simple step helps reduce the risk of mold and spoilage, which means your oranges will last much longer. After soaking, remove the oranges and lay them out on a clean towel. Let them air dry completely. This step is important. You want to avoid putting damp fruit in the fridge, as moisture can lead to faster spoilage. While we're waiting for the oranges to dry, let's talk for a moment about why you'd even want to keep them fresh for longer. Oranges are packed with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that supports your immune system, boosts skin health, and helps your body absorb iron more effectively. They're also a good source of fiber, potassium, and other essential nutrients. Keeping them fresh means you can enjoy all that goodness without worrying about waste. Once the oranges are completely dry, just place them in your fridge, preferably in the crisper drawer or a breathable container. No need to wrap them in plastic. That's it. With this simple vinegar rinse, you're not just cleaning the fruit, you're extending its shelf life and preserving its quality. When you peel an orange, you're not just unwrapping a tasty treat, you're unlocking a bundle of health benefits. Oranges are best known for their high vitamin C content, which helps strengthen your immune system and keeps your skin glowing from the inside out. They also contain antioxidants that fight off harmful free radicals and may lower your risk of heart disease. Plus, there's dietary fiber, which keeps your digestion running smoothly and helps you feel full longer. And let's not forget about potassium, great for your heart, your muscles, and keeping your blood pressure in check. So yes, oranges taste great, but they also fuel your body in all the right ways. Now you know exactly how to pick the sweetest, juiciest orange, and even how to store them to keep that freshness lasting longer. It's all about the little details: the shape, the navel, the skin, and the weight. And don't forget, oranges aren't just tasty, they're packed with nutrients your body will love. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a like and share it with someone who loves fruit as much as you do. Got your own orange picking trick? Drop it in the comments below. Would love to hear it.